Hi there, this is me, Saint-Clair, once again looking forward to sharing with you more of my thoughts on all matters of the soul. As spiritual understanding moves in an ever-expanding spiral, and since this article, Destination Now, is the third in a series of 10 articles already published, for your convenience, dear person out there, I would like to think that you are listening to this podcast in the order in which I wrote the original text. Should you wish to read the original and fully illustrated versions of all the articles inspired by Moria's teachings, you will find them contextualized on ccsaint-clair.com/destiny, the only page on the net so far dedicated to Moria's uncompromising approach to genuine spirituality. They are all set out there for you as free PDF downloads, and so are the podcasts that precede this one. Destination Here Now. Being a good person by any yardstick is one thing, but though it is essential, it is not what this process of karmic amendment is about. Western philosophy and science trap the universe in the network of words, thoughts, equations, and substitutes, as well as ongoing confusion of rules, laws, grammar, and mathematics called reasoning. Sadly, we take in this network and make it rigid. We then use it as so many weapons against the order and logical spontaneity of nature. As a rule of thumb, I will say that even as we consider ourselves thoughtful and caring, we are, to greater or lesser degrees, a part of our culture's worship of personal power and profit, and therefore, equally, to greater or lesser degrees, removed from our spirit's energy, from our energy field, and the karma that is currently ours to edit. The ever-spreading juggernaut that has become Western-styled culture is one of upgrades and supersizes, of heroes who hit, throw, bounce, or chip balls of varying sizes, of great easy sex, of I want it now, I want it to be easy, I want it to be cheap, I want it to be fun, of self-indulgent behaviors, of blame shifting, of angry flare-ups, and of illegal drugs. Our lifestyle menu is as full of mind-numbing options and escapist behaviors as a jelly bean jar is full of beans. The only assumed power we have is that of trying to make things happen in a hit-and-miss manner, usually with a success that is relatively short-lived. As the amateur juggler knows well, there are only so many balls that can be kept in the air before one is dropped. The juggler blames gravity, we blame karma. The reality is that most of us are unaware of how any thought, any decision, any undecision will boomerang somewhere, anytime, anyhow, to hit us on the head, or if we are lucky, to simply bite us on the tail. The sad thing is that by the time that moment occurs, we will, as always, have lost awareness of its connection to that one action or decision or undecision made back in time. Yet this synchronistic connection will nonetheless be real. I have found viewing Babel, a film directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu, an excellent way to fast-track understanding of cause and effect, action, reaction, and karmic consequences that are inevitable. I would recommend also having a look at the bonus disc, as it takes us behind the scenes where the turnstile of synchronistic connections and the invisible threads linking each of the characters to each other are unraveled. Being in the present, the only way to be if attempting to edit any karma means not being mentally absent as we eat, talk, and think. It means that we should be aware of ourselves in the present moment. Editing karma does not mean that we have to stop doing things we find pleasant. It merely means that we need to observe ourselves in the middle of the little moments spent alone or in our tribe, little and everyday moments that are as innocuous as the small breaths that link to a sigh.